Okay, so today we're making this Blender Tortilla Soup, and I really like it. It's kind of, I started with one recipe, and I decided that I didn't like it so much, so, and I found a different recipe, and I did the little, some of this and made my own, and this is what it came out to be. So, we're gonna start by putting the tomatoes in here, and I'm just gonna cut them really roughly. They don't need to be chopped finely because we're going to blend them. So we have two different batches we're making today. Partly because we have enough people to do that here, and partly because Chrissy needs to avoid some of the things in this. So we're going to make one a little bit differently.
Are the strips still cooking in the
They are,
oven?
yeah. Yeah, I've got the tortilla strips baking in the oven, and they will go in the bottom of the bowl when we put the the soup over it, and it'll be yummy. This is not an exact science. You just, I mean, a lot of these measurements are very, 2 to 3, medium to large, So you just make it work for you and what you have, and then you taste it at the end and you decide if it needs something else. And this is a large red bell pepper, and we're just doing one because the other one is not going to have bell pepper in it.
That's the one thing.
Onions and garlic. Okay. Just too spicy. Makes my stomach sick. Acid reflux. That's painful.
Just starting to look brownish on the edge. It's not brown yet, but just getting closer. Okay, so
Did you put anything on top of the red tortillas?
I didn't. These are just
Plain.
straight. Yep. All right, an avocado in each one. This is something that if you're trying to stay away from natural fats because you're trying to lose weight, you could leave the avocado out. It gives it a really nice creaminess though. So if you wanted to use, you could put hemp hearts. That would give it some creaminess still, but they're also they're a seed, so they also have higher fat. So I'm not sure how much better that would be. Just different. If you wanted to, if you couldn't have avocado, you could do that instead. And we are going to add this much and then blend it because this one's full. And I love it when I can find avocados that are ready to use at the store because
Amen to that.
kind of necessary for my cooking class. Like, no, I need this today. Like, and it's not always like some of them. You either this needed to be used last week, or you're gonna have to wait a week.
3 weeks from now.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's nice when I can find them the perfect ripeness for what I'm using it for. Okay, I'm gonna put the lid on this. Down. I need a new lid for these, and I pipe them a little bit. Okay. I'm not trying to get it smooth yet. We're just making more room there. Okay.
Yeah.
So next we're going to add the garlic. I actually need 2 cloves because I really like garlic. And a half of a large carrot. I'm going to slice this into just so they're not huge chunks, but little, not tiny things either. So just makes it a little easier to blend. A little
Does
easier.
this work in a regular blender too, or do you kind of have to have like a higher?
So you could chop it. You might need to chop them a little bit more finely.
Mhm.
And I'm just putting this. Yeah, but a lot of it is. You might have to just test it, and it
Yeah.
might just need to blend longer.
Yeah.
Than
What kind of blender do you have? Just a regular blender.
Just a regular
Toaster brand.
on.
I really get a Vitamix. Yeah.
Celery. I skipped the celery. I was like, I know it's in here somewhere. Where did I? Okay. So 2 stalks for each of them. I think I have this camera so you can't see what I'm chopping or my face. That doesn't work very well. Okay. Tomatoes, celery, pepper, avocado, garlic, carrot, onion, cilantro. So I just have, I'm not even going to chop this up. We're just going to put this in that. I didn't measure it, just put a bunch in. Okay?
Oh, that just is so picture perfect. It just looks like a
Yeah.
wonderful
I should take a picture
sunshine.
of that actually.
It's
No, so
inspiring.
that I know what it, well, and so later on I know what it looks like. Like you make this and then I get home and then I'm like, is it supposed to look like this? I don't know if it's supposed to look like that.
In this one that's, I'm not adding onions and stuff. I'm actually going to add this fresh basil to give more flavor to it. So that's from my plant at home. So, and I actually haven't tried that before, so I hope it's good. Okay, so then we have the spices. So we have a tablespoon of lime juice. Check the tortilla strips. Oh yeah. Cancel
On the right,
I think it's canceled.
on the other,
Yeah.
that one.
I probably should have done it a little less time because those are a little bit overdone, but they're nice and brown. I'll let those cool for a minute while we
So for thermometer, thermostat thing like that?
Yeah.
See if it's actually the correct.
Alright, so a tablespoon of lime juice. And a teaspoon of salt.
I like that this is in a blender. It makes it like just like a crock pot. Just throw everything in, blend it up, and
Yep.
you're done. That's how I work.
Mhm.
I'm like, the easier the better.
That's what we need for summer, right? Things that are super easy.
Do you like it better hot or cold? Or both?
When I eat it at home, I usually put the tortilla strips in the bottom and then warm it up in the microwave, and that gives it time for the tortilla strips to get a little bit softer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chili powder. I did not bring something to measure water with.
How much do you need?
Let's start with a cup for each of them.
You want cold or hot?
Let's do hot. Okay. There's all our spices. almost ready to eat. Are you so excited?
Thank you, Catherine, for this.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see how yours is going to taste. I hope it's good.
I know. I'm sure it will be. There's still the spices in there.
I was pulling the leaves off of my plant. I was like, oh, these smell so good.
I know. I just love fresh basil.
You want me to go ahead and put it in?
Yes. So blending things makes them, breaks down all the fiber, and it makes it so it gets absorbed very easily, right? So I love that this is a blender soup, but then when we serve it, I like to put all these additional
Stuff on
toppings on them, and that makes it so that there is stuff you still need to chew, and it slows down the eating process so that your digestion can work better. So that's how I like to do that. All right, I'm going to push pause on this. Okay, so we've got the two different jars of the Blender Tortilla Soup. And then what we do is put a few of these little tortilla strips in the bottom. And then you can pour the soup on top. And the thickness is just like whatever you decide you like. So add more water for a thinner soup and less water for a thicker soup. And then we've got some toppings over here. So you can put a little bit of onion and cilantro and some corn and some black beans and then a little cashew sour cream. And that looks really yummy. So I hope you all enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions.